Hello dear students, hope you're fine. Today we are going to revise the major or the main tenses that we have dealt with from the beginning of the year till now. They are the present simple tense and the present continuous tense. We will have in this video a quick comparison between them concerning the form, concerning the usage, concerning the keywords, and also we will have some examples to understand them more. The first point of comparison that we have today is the form. As for the present continuous tense, we all know it as Cookie the butterfly. Cookie the butterfly has three parts. What are they? The first part, am or is or are, or as we all call it, verb to be. The second part is the verb. The verb like run, play, eat, drink. The third part is the ing. So, make sure that Cookie has the three parts. Cookie must have the three parts. What are they? The first part, am or is or are. The second part, the verb. And the third part, ing. Then, let's move to the present simple tense. As we all know it, it's called the S house. The S house. Who are the pronouns that are inside the S house? Yes, he, she, and it. He, she, and it. So, make sure that with he, she, and it, in the present simple tense, you have S. And of course, we said before that we have something called ES and IES. ES with the verbs ending with S, SH, CH, O, and X. And the IES, it's for the verbs ending with Y. But make sure that you don't have a vowel before the Y. Okay? As for the pronouns I, they, we, and you, we get the verb only as it is, without S. The second point of comparison is the usage, or when do I use the present simple tense and the present continuous tense. For the present continuous tense, we use it to speak about something happening now. We use it to speak about something happening now. But the present simple tense, we use it to speak about something that usually happens every day, or every year, or every month. Like, for example, the things that we do every day, or as we call it, the daily routine. It's something or the habits that I usually do. The most important part, how can I know that I'm going to use the present continuous tense or the present simple tense? We have some keywords to let us know whether we are going to use this tense or that one. For the present continuous tense, we have some keywords. The most important ones of them are now, look, listen, at the moment, at present, stop and still. Repeat after me. Now, look, listen, at the moment, at present, stop and still. If you find one of those keywords, so you will use the present continuous tense. But when to use the present simple tense? If you find the following keywords, what are they? Always, usually, often, sometimes, never, and every. Again, repeat after me. Always, usually, often, sometimes, never, and every. Always, usually, often, sometimes, never, and every. So, if you find now, look, listen, at the moment, at present, stop, and still, you will use the present continuous tense, or Cookie the butterfly. But if you find always, usually, often, sometimes, never, or every, you are going to use the present simple tense, or as we call it, the S house. We've finished comparing between the present simple tense and the present continuous tense. Now, we want to deal with the negative form of the present simple tense. What do we use to form or to change a sentence into negative if we have or if we are using the present simple tense? We need two important words. What are they? We have don't and doesn't. Don't and doesn't. Where do we put them? Before the verb. Before the verb. And one important thing, doesn't eats the S. Doesn't eats the S. Doesn't eats the S. So, can I say she doesn't eat? No, she doesn't eat. We have she, but with doesn't, I use the verb as it is, without the S. So she doesn't eat. Okay? So don't come with I, comes with I, they, we, and you. Doesn't comes with he, she, and it. Okay? To know it more, doesn't has an S. So we use it with the pronouns who are inside the S house. Okay? So, as you can see in the examples we have, they don't like pasta. Dad doesn't drink soda. As you can see here, when we use doesn't, we remove the S, or we cross the S. Doesn't eats the S. I don't sleep late. The baby doesn't cry a lot. As we all know that we have two kinds of questions. The first kind is called yes or no question. In this unit, we will deal with yes or no question only. The second type of questions is called the WH questions. The WH questions, we will deal with it later on. But now, we will deal with yes or no questions using the present simple tense. If we are forming a question or a yes or no question, we will start with one of the helping verbs. What are the helping verbs of the present simple tense? We will start with do or does. Do and does, we call them helping verbs. Helping verbs. Okay? So, with the yes or no question, in the present simple tense, we will start with do or does. Do or does. As you can see in the examples we have, do they like pasta? I use do because I have they. The answer will be with yes they do or no they don't. As you can see, we call it yes or no question because my answer will start with yes or no. The second example, does she play tennis? I use does with she, and as you can see, the verb play comes without S because does and doesn't eat the S. So does she play tennis? Yes, she does, or no, she doesn't. Now, let's answer a small exercise about what we have dealt with in this video. Please get your classwork copybooks, copy this exercise in it, and let's answer it together. Number 1. Dad is drinking his coffee now. Can you see the word now? Now, can you remember what is the tense for the keyword now? Can you remember? Shall we use the butterfly or the S house? Yes, we will use Cookie, the butterfly. So drinking or drinks or is drinking? Yes, is drinking. Is drinking. Not only drinking. We must make sure that Cookie has the three parts. Is drinking. Is plus the verb plus ing. Number 2. They travel to Spain every summer. Every summer. Can you see? Every summer. Yes, it's for the S house. So, they traveling or travels or travel? Ask yourself, they, was it in the S house? No, it wasn't. So, traveling or travels or travel? Yes, it's travel only. Number 3. The baby cries a lot every night. Yes, the baby is he or she. So he or she, both of them are in the S house. Every night in the S house. Okay, so the baby cries. Which cries? With Y or with IES? Yes, with IES. We said if we have Y at the end of the verb, we will cross the Y and put IES. So it's cries with the IES. Number 4. Mom sometimes. As you can see, sometimes. Yes, it's the S house. Cooking, cooks pasta for dinner. Yes, mom is she. Yes, mom is she. So, she was in the S house. Yes, it's cooks. Cooks. I'm watching TV at the moment. At the moment. Can you remember at the moment? At the moment is a keyword for the, yes, present continuous tense, or Cookie the butterfly. So, watch or am watching? Yes, it's am watching. Number 6. We always sleep or sleeping early. We always, can you see? Always. Yes, we sleep. We always sleep early. It wasn't inside the S house. Number 7. She doesn't. We have doesn't. We said after don't and after doesn't. After don't and after doesn't, the verb comes as it is. The verb comes as it is, alone, without anything. So, she doesn't plays playing tennis. Yes, she doesn't play, only play. Number 8. We don't like eating too much sugar. We, yes, don't like eating too much sugar. Number 9. The boy doesn't eat sweets. The boy, only one boy, means he. Yes, don't, doesn't, or do. Yes, doesn't. Number 10. Does, is he study hard? Yes, he does. Yes, excellent. With he, we use does. As we have does in the answer, so does in the question. Thanks for listening and hope you understood the tenses that we have dealt with today very well. Thank you. Goodbye.